Hello. So I made my last video. It was somewhere around Valentine's Day because I know I did wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. It's been like a month. I am going to get more frequent with my videos because I have a lot of information to share. And, I just want to thank my few new subscribers. I am growing. I just really started posting more this year. Well, last year, I should say. But I posted like a few videos some years ago. And I don't know. I feel like this is the thing now. If you have some knowledge or some information to share, it's no better way than, social media, YouTube, of course. I don't want to make this video too long. I actually chose to just use my voice and insert some videos and pictures and things because I this is a tough one for me to make because, some people like to give info, but when they realize that, the information was either flawed or, may not have been correct, people don't usually come back out, and say, well, that was wrong or whatever. I mean, I won't say I'm really wrong, but I came across I was looking up something. I don't even know how it popped up on my phone, but it was something about becoming an SDR and not needing boot camps, and I just wanted to give a look from both perspectives because I did attend a boot camp myself. And I've been sharing, my journey. It's been about 5 months. I started in like late October, early November of last year. I went to a place called Uvaro, and I loved them so much because, I felt like you could build a network, a network of these cool people that are doing major things. It's all different types of people, from all over the world. Well, the number one thing is the real reason I was so into, the whole SDR training and all that was because of the work from home. I have other videos that's what I talked about a lot. I feel like for a lot of us working from home, is the thing, like I feel like a lot of people are more productive at home. Why do we have to commute for a job that we can do from our computer at home? So that's why I was really, really gung-ho about it. But along with the Reddit list that I've seen about the SDR roles, I came, I can't get my words out. I'll be good. I'm getting it together. I'm not looking at myself. I'm just like talking in a room. So it's kind of like different. I feel like, I didn't even write a script to this. I just wanted to make this video really quickly. But anyway, I seen an article about Joe Biden wanting to end work from home. A lot of companies are needing people to be back in those really expensive offices they pay for. Like, for instance, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but after my experience with Uvaro, the tech sales training, I actually became a recruiter. So I'm going to make another video. I keep saying, but I want to keep the business side of me explaining business separate from my own personal story. So either later on today, I'm going to make another quick video and just briefly explain like what I went through, because it was crazy what I went through going into an office, as what I thought would be, a tech recruiter. Anyway. So when I announced, that I became a tech recruiter after my Uvaro internship, residency, whatever they want to call it, basically they place you with a company for 3 months just so you can get some hands-on practice. But right before my 3 months was up, I actually got the job as a tech recruiter. And like nobody from the school celebrated with me. I already come from a rough area. I live in Philadelphia. I live in the middle of the war, chaos, everything that's going on, and I've been elevating and changing my life. So I shed a lot of people that I thought were there for me. So going through all of these things I've been going through, I've been alone, completely alone. But, these types of trials in life, is what makes us stronger. It's painful. That's why they say it's growing pains. It's painful to go through it. But I'm getting through it. I'm not getting stuck in the midst of it. So that's what's important. And this is also going to pump me up more to be an advocate, for those people in the middle. And what I mean by in the middle is, when you're striving for change and you want to become a better person, right? If anyone is feeling at their low right now and you want to change your life, I just need you to know that people are not going to celebrate you while you're changing. But don't get defeated, whatever it may be. Your bottom is your bottom, but it's just so sad to me, when we tell our stories and people just look at us like we are that same person we used to be. I know people go back on their word. This is why I feel like I just have to really keep my word to myself, because I can't get upset with anyone else for them not keeping their word with me if I'm not doing those same things, Anyway, so I just, I felt a little bad about that in the beginning, that, I felt like nobody is happy for me. Like, I'm telling my story, how, I always worked minimum wage jobs, even though I'm kind of intelligent, to be a high school dropout, never attended college. I started to teach myself how to code last year. So it's just so much that I see within myself, but I don't really have anybody like a team, like people who believe in me. So it just makes things so much harder. But even going through these trials, I believe in God, and I thank God for giving me the strength to be my own cheerleader and to keep on pushing, to be my own coach, my own cheerleader, my own team player. Like, I'm going to be blessed, or I'm going to be granted with everything that I need in its time. If I'm going to celebrate myself, I need to celebrate in every area, whether I got the job or not. So, instead of getting all over the place, I'm going to get right to the point, because I don't want to make this too long. I did apply with Uvaro. I was really excited. I was, telling everybody about it, getting people to sign up. But when I applied with them, I feel like they used my interview as more of like a survey for their business, because I did go through their residency portion and all of that. And the company that I got, hired, well, not hired, but that, that I did did that part with, the 3 months, they backed out from with Uvaro, because, so this is the thing, you have to pay for training. And then if you go through the residency portion, some of these companies will make money off of you in that part. And what I think is really a shame, right? A lot of these boot camps are offering something called an income share agreement. Basically, you don't pay anything up front, but when you get a job, if you're making over a certain amount, like 30, 40, some places are like 30, 40,000, then you have to share a portion of your income with them for like 3 months, 6 months, whatever, however the company sets it up in your contract. So I was okay with that in the beginning, because, I don't really make a lot of money now. I was struggling really, really, really bad before I signed up for the program. I mean, it was almost to the point like I had to choose between paying a specific bill and getting food. I'm single. Like I said, I live in the inner city. Prices are really high for everything. So I thought that would be like, a weight lifted off of me. And the extra money from that part of the program, the residency, internship, whatever, it did help me a lot. I was able to buy a home desk and, get my whole setup so I can do this a bit more professionally. What I do with my podcasting or singing, my music, all of the things that, I do and have planned to do. So I am happy for that part of it. But I have to be honest, it's been kind of difficult to get an SDR position after going to this training program. And okay, so I put up here, this is part of the Reddit thread. And this is where this didn't sit well with me. This is after I went to the training and after I've been applying for jobs. I became a tech recruiter. I applied with Uvaro. I went through all that. And then I just find out this information after I was rejected for a job with them. And I'm kind of okay about it because in the job, it was sales. If I would have worked with Uvaro, that's still a sales job, being an admissions rep. So some days I would have to kind of coax people, Instead of just telling them my story, I feel like a lot of sales jobs, they want you to lie. I was actually given that advice to lie. And it just didn't sit well with me because I don't feel like I need to lie. I feel like, okay, they don't need to know everything about me. But at the same time, my personality and my character is kind of built on, what I survived. The reason why I stand up for certain things that I stand up for and fight for people like I do. Like, for instance, the reason why I want to get a job into the tech industry is to really get more knowledge. Since I'm teaching myself how to code, I'll be able to build my own business one day, teach other people where I come from. I've lived in poverty most of my life. Even after making money, it's just hard to get out of here. I don't know what else to do but keep applying for jobs. But someone said something in training that has stuck with me. And she says, when people hire other people, and this was even on a TED Talk. I'm going to see if I can find the TED Talk I was watching. It was about unconscious bias. And they basically said the same thing, that people usually hire people that remind them of them in a way. So this is why the tech industry and many companies, like, when you work in these offices and stuff, you rarely see a lot of, and I'm not even going to say minorities, because you'll see a lot of minorities like from other countries, right? I don't really see a lot of black people from the hood, and it's twofold. Why? One is because a lot of people have to focus on surviving. So most of the time, they're not even applying for those jobs. They don't think they qualify. They feel like they lack the skills and all of that. When a lot of this stuff is extremely easy to learn. I mean, like I said, teaching myself how to code. I don't know everything, but if you give me a few minutes with some software or anything, I'll figure it out. So not seeing people, especially hiring managers and, once you get up to the C-suite and even VPs and directors and things like that, I rarely see people who come from where I'm from or that have the color skin I have that understand the plight of Black America. I hate to bring race and things, but when you're a Black person out here, you can't hide from it. So that is a major issue. Even in a lot of these companies, they have something called diversity, equity, and inclusion. Okay. And they know it's a problem. It's not a lot of Black people hiring. It's not a lot of Black people in these companies. So that's where the unconscious bias comes in at. It's definitely not a lot of Black women. We make up a very small percent in tech. So that's kind of deflating. I felt a little bad, but, I pressed on, and, it's just a little weird. But like I was saying, knowing Biden wants to end work from home, a lot of companies want to end work from home, especially if they have already been established in like a building. Yeah, they don't want everybody working from home, because it's too sweet. That's just too sweet. Life is not that easy. Things are simple, but simple doesn't mean easy. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show these couple things. I'm going to make another video, though. I have to speak about my experience with this tech company because one of the people that signed up for the software as a service course was inboxed by a recruiter from the same company. So because sales is sales, they're looking for those people. But I just wanted to say this real quick. If you are trying to get into tech or, into a company for sales, especially software as a service, I have to be honest, you really do not need a boot camp. I've been promoting these boot camps, and yes, some of them are good to help you get a foot in the door, but you have to also have what it takes. And one thing I could tell you, if you don't have a college degree, some type of college degree to show that you've been to college, that's like a number one thing. Like I said, unconscious bias. If you're, what am I saying? Yeah, if you're interviewing with a person, right, that went to college, 2, 4, 6, however many years of college, and you don't have a college degree and you're coming for a job in the same field they're in, I just believe a lot of them don't like that. And no matter how intelligent you are, no matter what you've been through, they don't want to hire you because you don't remind them of them. You're not part of the frat or sorority or whatever. So that's one issue. Working in the tech field, I seen how people were discriminated against on many things. So if that's the way they look at software engineers, some of these people are making hundreds of thousands of dollars, but they don't care. If you got a background that is not similar to theirs, they don't want you. So that's what it is. I don't want to be negative, but I have to be honest about these things because I'm seeing a lot of people go through this now. And what I can say is, if you got it, you got it. So don't take my words right now and don't go through training, because training is good for some reasons, and I mean, everybody's different. I just know for me, I really thought things would be different. Yeah, and I feel like I just kind of spoke too soon. I thought I was doing the right things with Uvaro and all of that. And it wasn't until, I seen what I seen that made me think, well, maybe that's why I didn't get the job. Because I don't really feel, like it's all the way needed. So I said I would put this up on the screen. It's Reddit. So you can go look at the thread yourself if you want. But this basically sums it all up, because you could go to the boot camp or, like this person says here, personally, I think they're an absolute waste of time. You can literally do everything they do for you on your own by lurking on this gold mine of a sub. You don't need to sit down for 9 hours a day in a boot camp role playing. What I can say, just pause for a second, but what I can say, it's a lot of these places do want you to role play. And for me, I freeze up when it's time to role play. I don't know why. I have no idea. My brain shuts down. And that part made me feel like a failure through it all, because I'm like, I can't role play. But I can get on the phone and cold call the heck out of somebody. I'll bring your phone off the hook and talk to you all day long, if that's the case. But when it comes to role playing, and I feel like, even when I did plays and things like that, it's just hard for me to pretend in that sense, or I feel like I'm lying, even though, I don't know, it's just too much in my head, but I freeze up. But I can tell you, if you're anything like me, you don't like the role playing thing, it's a lot of that done in these boot camps. So like it says, you do a lot of that and have to go drop 5 figures or get your wages garnished over several months. Yeah, F that noise. So you want to get a role, you need to treat finding a job like practice for an SDR. I can tell you, SDR roles, all it really is you're doing like research on companies, figuring out like who's best to sell to in those companies, and it's business to business. So you're usually going for like the VPs and directors and, even up to the C-suite, sometimes CEOs, CFOs, any chief type of people. So basically, you're calling their business line. And it's kind of tough. I'll be honest. A lot of people, it's a big debate on if cold calling is dead or not. But it's difficult. It is really difficult. I'll be honest. And you kind of got to have that tenacity. You got to be, you got to be strong in that area, because burnout is really high for SDRs. I got burnt out, doing the SDR thing and then going right into tech recruiting. It was kind of stressful on me. On me mentally, and then it turned into physically. So I can tell you, you have to be able to deal with that. If you're not mentally strong, and I thought I was mentally strong, but it's only so much a person can take, But I don't want to take too much more time up. I feel like I've been talking. I just needed to come here and kind of explain this, because I don't want it to be like one-sided. My last video I made was about these boot camps. Uvaro is okay because of the network and stuff, but I just wanted to say this too with the income share. I don't know if I completely made that point. I feel like with the income share, you're paying more. It's like $5,000 for some places or whatever. I know Uvaro. This is all I know is Uvaro exactly. But it's like $5,000-$6,000. But if you're poor and you need to pay later, you get charged double. So right now, my income share agreement, I don't know if I could put this. I just want to show something. I owe them $12,000. $12,000 is what I owe for something that is already on the internet. I don't want to call them a scam or a fraud or anything like that, but that it's kind of crazy to me that these people who are already basically rich, already making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, they take from the poorest people and then don't even give us a chance because, like they told me, I don't know, I'm just not a good fit, even though I was doing these things already for them. They see how I am, and they also used my interview as a time to, get information of how the residency portion was. I guess they want to revamp that or whatever. But, like I said, I just feel like this is only giving me the time to do what I need to do for me. If I can go hard for another company like that, why can't I go hard for myself? So I choose to be an advocate now for building your own brand, building yourself up. If you can go out here and work for these other companies, you can work for yourself. You can do the same for you. Yeah, they may already be established, but follow your dreams and your goals. It's a saying, if you don't have your own dreams, you don't go after your own dreams, you'll help someone else build theirs. And it's true, so I just take this as I'm being saved in a way, because it's like slavery. You got to get up every day. It's the grind, and you got to cold call these people. Days are tough. You got to book meetings to really get good pay. It's just like, I don't know. I don't want to be negative, but your experience may be different. Like I said, if you have a clean record, you're not a felon or anything like that, that doesn't really have anything to do with it. But it's more just about not telling anybody personal stuff like that. And then also, like I said, you have to have a degree in most cases. A lot of them want to see that you have a degree, either a bachelor's or, associate's, bachelor's, something like that, at least. So if you don't have any degree, I'm not going to say it's a waste of time, but the advice I was given is you have to lie. You just have to make stuff up. You got to, pump yourself up to be better than you are on your resume and on your LinkedIn page. That's very important now. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to think of some more things. I know I have more to share. I just spoke to someone and I really needed to get this information out because I don't want people to be misguided. What I can say and what I said in my last video, please, it's detrimental for you to do your own research. A lot of these companies, they're only looking to get money out of your bank account, out of your wallet, to fatten theirs. These places don't care about us. They don't care about our life. They don't, and I knew this already, but some places, to get that sale, they try to make you think like it's all about you and the human experience and all of that. But once you get into the position, they want you to become a robot. It's so contradictory. It really is. But I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm just going to grind hard and do what I got to do for me, and my businesses and, with my music and all the things that I'm doing. I'm going to continue to make more videos, get a podcast together. Like I said, I'm in the inner city and I really want to talk about how we can fix ourselves. These young people are losing their mind out here. These older people are losing their mind. We need to come together. We need to get better. I feel like it's this whole rich against poor now. And it's becoming a little sad, because they're so far gone that they can't relate to us, celebrities, rich people, whoever it is. I'm looking at people scam and steal money and they're buying Louis Vuitton and all kinds of, no, they never come to the hood and feed the homeless or feed the poor people. It's poor people's fault for being poor, I guess. And I don't know. I just have to be an advocate to help people that are going through what I'm going through now, because this is hard. This is really hard. And I'm just happy that I have the strength that I have. And I know I'm going to persevere and pull through. And I wish everyone much success in your journey, whatever you're doing, whatever you're going for. But I just want to leave with this one piece of advice. Like I kind of have to reiterate this. You have to believe in you first. You have to go hard for you first. We can't expect anyone to do more for us than we do for ourselves. And that's, in general and for us as individual people, But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to upload a next video probably tonight or maybe tomorrow about my experience with tech recruiting, just in case you get, messaged by a recruiter, to do tech recruiting, I want to tell people what to watch out for and beware of. Same kind of way I'm doing this here. What I notice about YouTube, the negativity kind of gets more views. Being positive, you'll get 4, 5, 6 views. But talking about negative things and why you shouldn't do something, it kind of gets people. So I just wanted to drop this here. I wish everyone a wonderful, wonderful week and weekend. And I'll talk to you all soon. All right. Bye-bye.
I see you on your way to be the best that you can. Stepping out the front door, you never know what's in store when you take your life by the hand.
Do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.